Howdy guys, I'm back with more Fallout 3. Last time I continued to explore the Citadel, and today I'm gonna do more of the same. So I left you guys off here with these terminals, and there's quite a bit of reading, so I'm gonna get right to it.
You honor us with your presence here.
Why, thank you. Alright, Maxson Archive Terminal. Alright, this Maxson dude must be a pretty big deal. Alright, welcome brother. Maxson Family Dossiers. Roger Maxson. Born, not available, died 2135, so he's been gone for a while. Second in command of the security team stationed at the Vault-Tec Research Facility, later relocated to the Mariposa military base. Assumed command after nervous breakdown of security team leader Colonel Robert Spindell. Executed scientists after learning of their research into the Forced Evolutionary Virus, or FEV. What is this? Forced Evolutionary Virus? Deserted from military just before the war, Maxson ordered the families of all base personnel brought inside the facility, thereby sparing their lives. Led survivors in their exodus to the Lost Hills bunker. Maxson's wife was killed on the journey. At Lost Hills, Roger Maxson formed the Brotherhood of Steel. Ooh! As the organization's first High Elder, he formed the orders of Paladins, Knights, and Scribes. Okay, so yeah, this Roger Maxson is a little bit of a big deal. Alright. Maxson II, born not available, teenager of unspecified age in 2077, died 2155, took over command of the Brotherhood of Steel as elder in 2135 when his father, Roger Maxson, died of cancer, which I'm pretty sure everyone in Fallout probably eventually dies of cancer, right? In 2155, while hunting down a group of raiders known as the Vipers, I'm sure they meant to put known as the Vipers, Maxson, who was unhelmeted at the time, oh no, was grazed in the head by an arrow. A deadly viper poison killed him within hours. Oh, what a bummer. Way to live through the apocalypse and become the leader of the Brotherhood of Steel and go around, you know, doing whatever it is the Brotherhood might have done at that time, just to die to an arrow of all things. Jeez. Alright, John Maxson, born 2097, died not available, so either they don't know or he's still banging around out there somewhere. Son of Maxson II and grandson of Roger Maxson. A gifted soldier, John Maxson was promoted to the rank of Paladin at age 38 in the year 2135. I don't know, for gifted, you know, for someone gifted, that seems kind of late in life to be Paladin. It seems like, I guess you would get, I feel like if you're gifted, you would get it earlier on, but maybe they just don't make people Paladins willy-nilly or whatever. Alright, soon after he was promoted once more to head paladin, so he wasn't even a paladin that long, and they were like, oh, okay, right to the top with you. Alright, whatever. In 2155, Maxson was promoted to the illustrious position of High Elder when his father, Maxson II, was killed in glorious battle with the raiders known as Vipers. Alright, records indicate John Maxson had some dealings with a mysterious figure, I guess I meant to put figure, identified only as the Vault Dweller in the year 2162 at the age of 65. Okay, so, would that be maybe one of the other Fallout games or something, maybe? I'm not sure, because he died not available, so he's probably not still around. I'm not really sure. I don't know. He's probably not around, but maybe he is. I don't know. People seem to have strange lifespans. I think it depends on how radiated you are in this game. I'm not really sure. I mean, he'd be like Oh gosh, how old would he be if he was still around? He'd be pretty darned old, okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with John here. Alright, new entry, Scribe Arthur Maxson. Alright, born 2267. Oh, so he's got to be just like a little kid, right? Okay, yeah, there's no NA right here, so this dude is... Okay, yeah, only son of Jonathan and Jessica, both deceased. And, okay, so... Oh, whoa, okay, so he is deceased. No one's just sure when he was deceased. Okay, clarified that. Alright, so Scribe Arthur Maxson is alive. Alright. Only son of Jonathan and Jessica, both deceased, last of the Maxson bloodline. As an infant, sent to the Citadel to be fostered by Elder Owen Lyons. The reason for this decision was twofold. Number one, recent internal conflict amongst the Western Brotherhood of Steel created an unsafe environment for the child. It was believed that the Citadel, despite being located in hostile territory, would increase his probability of survival. I better not see any mutants breaking down the doors then. Alright, and number two, Elder Lyons, at that time, was in high favor with the Western Elders and deemed a perfect candidate to provide care and training to the Squire. Recent events have led to a lack of communication with the Western Elders. As a result, Squire Maxson will remain at the Citadel indefinitely. Oh my gosh, so we're basically holding this kid hostage. He's like, what, like 10, I guess, or so? Jeez, poor kid. I wonder if I can meet him somewhere. Alright, State of Maxson. The State of Maxson in the New California Republic was built in close proximity to the Lost Hills bunker, and it enjoyed the protection of the Brotherhood of Steel. No additional info is available at this time. This must be like from the other Fallout games or something, I'm guessing. I guess it seems like there's like a lot of like nods to the original Fallout games here, except I haven't played the first or the second. This is my first one, so there's some gaps for me, right? Alright, Diary of Roger Maxson, Volume 1. Oh dear, we got quite a bit in here. Alright, October 10th, 2077, so like 200 years ago. I, Roger Maxson, Captain, serial number 072389, have started this log because it doesn't look good for any of us, and I'd like for people to know what really happened here. All hell broke loose when we finally discovered what those scientist bastards were up to. The Colonel has locked himself in his office and seems to be having some sort of breakdown. The men are screaming for blood. They're looking to me for answers, and I'm not sure what to do. Someone has to do something, though, before this place sinks into an anarchistic bloodbath. What? Okay, so all of this took place in the course of, like, less than 2 weeks, about 10 days, so that was just entry 1. What is going on? Alright, 2 days later, October 12th. Every time we get a report from that higher up, things get worse here. The war is going in a very bad direction, and this place is about to go into full mutiny with all the chaos that entails. I stopped one of the men from executing a scientist today and demanded that we interrogate them to find out what their orders were. Whoa. Well, so, okay, even before the bombs dropped, things were going insane, it seems. Alright, October 13th, next day. I killed a man today. I was interrogating Chief Scientist Anderson and he was giving me the full details of their inhuman experiments. He said his orders came from the government, but I didn't buy it. He started screaming about how he was following orders, how he was a military man, and I just shot him. I tell myself it was to keep him from causing a full mutiny among the men, but I'm not so sure. Jeez, how heated did things have to get for him to decide that that was the best way to proceed, to shoot somebody? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Alright, October 15th, 2 days later. I tried again to speak to the colonel through the door, but he seems to have completely lost touch with reality. I broke down the door with several of the men just in time to watch him blow his head off. Right before he pulled the trigger, he said he was sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to envision all this chaos, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's hard when you've just got a few logs to go off of. Alright, so seeing a lot of death here. Alright, 3 days later, about 8 days after the first entry. By killing the egghead, I seem to have confirmed my position as leader of the men. They follow me without question now. The interrogations invariably end up being executions. Oh, I see how this started. Shellman held out the longest, but the end result was the same. Her arguments about her orders were a bit too specific to be completely made up. I'm getting a real bad feeling in my gut about how this is all going to end up. I don't even lie to myself anymore about my reasons for executing the scientist. This guy was just a butcher. Okay, October 20th. I finally replied to the outside world over our radio. I don't know why they never sent anyone here to see what was happening when we stopped responding to their transmissions. It doesn't make any sense. Well, they'll come now. I declared ourselves seceded from the Union. They remember Jefferson Davis. What will history say about me? Oh dear. I feel like this Roger Maxson is quite a big deal now that I'm reading more and more about him. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, at first it sounds like he might have been a good guy, but over the course of a week it seems like he got really twisted. It didn't take long at all. Alright, Diary of Roger Maxson, Volume 2. Oh geez, okay, we've got a little stretch of 5 days here, October 22nd. What the hell is going on? We declare ourselves to be in full desertion from the army and no longer under the government's command, and what happens? Nothing. Something bad is coming down. Oh geez, yeah, that's gotta be bad when the government's like, okay fine, you can secede, whatever. Alright, October 23. I can't believe those bastards finally did it. Damn them all to hell. They finally let the A-bombs fly. We were right in the middle of trying to pry the real story out of von Felden when we completely lost contact. I have a feeling the research center was hit hard. I don't know why, just call it a gut feeling. It seems inconceivable that we were not targeted. I'm sure China will make up for that oversight real soon. Luckily, we had moved our families from outside into the facility the day before yesterday. We do not yet know if the fallout has reached this area. Oh my gosh. This was the 22nd, so alright, and then I guess the 23rd is when the A-bombs fell. Okay, so they knew something was going down on the 22nd, and between the 22nd and the 23rd is when it all happened, and I guess the 24th was just way too much going on to have time for journaling, so let's see what's on the 25th. Sergeant Plattner volunteered to go outside today to take specific readings on the atmosphere. Ooh, that's not good. I think you're supposed to wait like 3 months or something. I don't know. I should actually do some reading on this, huh? I think you're supposed to stay in a bunker for quite a long time after a bomb falls, but I really obviously don't know. But I think it's supposed to be more than a couple days. Alright, it seems the radiation has not spread this far. Since he was wearing his power armor, there was no threat to him from radiation, but if he had been exposed, he would have had to be exiled. We don't have adequate decontamination facilities here. Okay, so he did have his power armor, but even still, I don't think that's worth exile. Alright, October. Ooh, I wonder if this place became their tomb. Or whatever place that he wrote this in. I convinced the men that we should bury the scientists. I don't know why. Perhaps it was to ease my conscience. I finally started to believe their stories when the last one was dying. My God, what have I become? Oh, he's having some revelation here over the chaos and horrible things he committed not even 2 weeks ago. Alright, the 27th, the final entry. We're leaving this godforsaken place today. I'm leading the exodus to the old government bunker at Lost Hills. I'm leaving this log behind to be buried when this place goes in the next exchange. Who knows? Maybe someone will find it someday. And someone did, and they preserved it on this terminal. Well, gosh, that was fully disturbing, and I'm not even sure if I fully understand it all. Wow. Alright, well, this was enlightening. I'm pretty sure that has to be about the previous games, or maybe just the history of the games. Alright, Vault-Tec Terminal now. Alright, Vault-Tec Administration System Records Database, blah blah blah, Network Offline, DC Area Vault Listings. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of vaults in this area. I didn't think there'd be this many. This is mine, huh? Alright, Vault 76. Oh my. Equipment assurance. Okay. Vault number 76. Construction date February 2065. Ending construction date about 4.5 years later. 500 occupants. Total duration 240 months. Computer control system brain power 4. Primary power supply light life geothermal. Secondary general atomics nuclear power. Non-standard equipment none. Okay. Personnel assignments. Vault 76 is one of our 17 control vaults. It will operate exactly according to the plan dictated in the marketing material produced by Vault-Tec and precisely to resident expectations. This vault will open automatically after a period of 20 years, and the residents will be pushed back into the open world for study in comparison to the other experiments. Okay, so wait. So it stays locked for 20 years. Does that mean they can, well, it says it opens automatically, so, but this part disturbs me, and the residents will be pushed back. Like, were they not allowed to stay inside of the vault? I mean, 20 years isn't a lot of time considering what happened. I think after 20 years I'd step outside and be like, nah, I'm good, I'm gonna go back in. Project goals. Access restricted. Interesting. Huh. Why would that be restricted? Why would it even be an option if it's restricted? The plot thickens. Alright, Vault 87. It took about 5... Oh! I apparently completed a quest. Okay. Why? Okay, it was constructed. It took about 5 years to construct. For some reason, the number of occupants and the duration was redacted. The power control system, Cyberbrain version 2.3, I think that's an older version, isn't it? General Atomics nuclear power, Veriscope's fusion power, so we've got fusion power in here, different kind of power. Oh, a lot of interesting a GEC, non-standard equipment, stasis chamber 4, plasma containment field 3, 1 GEC, and 6 food processing stations. Unexpected end-of-file data corruption detected. Oh, Vault 87 is interesting, isn't it? Oh, files corrupted. Please reinstall operating software. And same thing there. I can't do anything with it. Same thing here. Access restricted. Okay. Vault 87 is a pretty hot target. Alright, Vault 92. Actually, hold on. I want to go back and compare a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, this uses, brain power 4, and then geothermal and nuclear power, whereas 87 was using, maybe I'm splitting hairs here, but it started later, didn't it? And it's using an older control system and then fusion power. Yeah, okay, December 2071 is when it was completed, as opposed to this one, which was completed in 69. Why is this one using a newer version? This one's using a much older version of the computer control, like a full version below it. And you know, the thing with older versions of stuff is there's usually less features or more security holes or whatever. There's a reason everyone upgrades. There's a reason why very few people are out there using Windows 98 and why most people are transitioning to like Windows 7, Windows 10, and right. So why is this one using such an, or maybe I'm splitting hairs. Maybe I'm too concerned with something that's pretty minor. I don't know. Alright, Vault 92. Alright, this one is an older one. It finished on May 2068. Smaller amount of occupants, 245. Total duration is 100 years. Oh, computer control is brain power 7. So this one's like even newer. It's like they went backwards. Primary power supply, atomics, nuclear power, no secondary, which is confusing. Why no secondary power for 100 years? Alright, non-standard equipment, sound equipment, itemized, and memo, blah blah blah. Musical instruments, recording equipment. Huh? Or are they trying to make a vault of musicians? File corruption. I can't even read about the personnel assignments, and of course I feel like was someone trying to like manipulate what everyone was doing in each of these? I'm confused. I'm getting more confused as I read these, not less confused. Alright, Vault 101, home. Equipment assurances. Files corrupted. What? But why would that be corrupted? Personnel assignments, error. A network connection could not be found. Oh, of course the one I'm from's all screwed up. Access restricted, of course. Nothing on the one I'm from. Why would there be? So why are there so many holes in the information here? Did someone purposely screw everything up? Alright, Vault 106. Alright, took about 5.5 years, 95 subjects, 12 researchers, 147 months. Oh, this one's a totally different computer control system. Think Machine 2800. Power supply is geothermal, and the secondary is nuclear. Alright, no, it didn't talk about any non-standard equipment here. Alright, personnel assignments. Overseer, Dr. Albert Alaris. Additional personnel, ... Archivist's note. This information has been redacted at the request of Dr. Albert Alaris of the Psychological Research Department and Chief Overseer of the Vault 106 project. All inquiries into the goals and research methods of Vault 106 are to be directed through his office. Whoa. Oh, and here's the project. Okay. Same thing. The information has been redacted. All the vault stuff is really shady. All the information is missing or redacted or whatever. Alright, Vault 108. Alright. Oh, starting construction 2061 and it finished in 2069, so 8 years. This is the longest one, and it was due to work stoppage, so it makes me think they didn't finish. Alright, number of occupants, a lot, 475. Total duration, 38 years. No computer control system. Primary power supply, nuclear power. Main supply designed to fail after 240 months. So wait, it was designed to fail after... Okay, 240 months stops pretty damn far short of 38 years. I'm not quick at math here, but that's a lot more months. Secondary power supply, steam whistle, mini geothermal. Okay, yeah. Note from admin, we are aware that the steam whistle is only sufficient to power this project partially. Please do not file any further reports on this issue. Non-standard equipment, defensive weaponry, tripled normal issue. Note, do not stock with standard entertainment. Oh my god. They were experimenting on people in these vaults. You can tell from here. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, personnel assignments. Vault 108, Overseer Brody Jones, Zachary Jameson, Jarek Maddox, Nathan Arajan. Researcher note, all standard positions have been intentionally left unfilled and will be assigned by the Overseer according to the Vault 108 protocols. According to the pre-assignment medical tests, Mr. Jones has a genetic disposition for a rare terminal strain of cancer, which should cause him to expire within 40 months of the project's inception. These two events should combine to allow a proper catalyst that allows this project to continue as planned. Which is what? Oh my gosh! Reading about all these vaults is terrible. They were... Okay, so one of them had music, another one had weapons, and we don't really know a whole lot about the other ones. It sounds like they were, like, trying to basically make these people entertainment or something. One group would be musicians, because it was this vault where they all got sound equipment, and then in Vault 108 they were given non-standard equipment. They were given defensive weaponry, a lot of it, triple the normal issue, and they weren't given like books or movies or anything else to do. They were given not enough power. So basically they wanted this vault to descend into... I feel like they wanted this vault to descend into a I don't know, like a Mad Max kind of thing, where people are fighting each other over power or something. Or I mean, and especially with how they planned on they put the person in charge with Mr. Jones has a type of cancer that'll kill him in like a couple years, well, more than that, like 4 years, but oh my gosh. And you know, the thing is, when I went through like the museums and stuff, they make these vaults sound wonderful, but they're horrible. That's the only explanation. Okay, Vault 112. Equipment. This one took a long time too. 6 years, 85 occupants, total duration indefinitely. Computer control, think machine, 3600R. Primary power supply, sure power geothermal. Secondary sure power geothermal. I guess geothermal must be the most reliable. Oh, non-standard equipment, 12 147C robots, caretaker variation, 85 stasis pods, list of liquid nutrients detailed in memo 943B2. So they really wanted to make sure Vault 112 kept going. Oh yeah. Overseer Dr. Stanislaus Braun. Researchers note, due to the nature of the project in Vault 112 and the highly automated systems designed to support it, the vault requires only a single administrator, which, of course, he went batshit insane. Oh, great. Project goals, of course. Which, okay, yeah, 112 was, oh my gosh, 112 was the one that, you know, Dad was stuck in with Tranquility Lane and all of that. I pretty much killed everyone in Vault 112. That was the only vault, I'm guessing, that's survived or that's intact, and, well, not anymore. So, basically, these vaults were horrible. That's what I'm understanding. Alright, Vault-Tec personnel assignments. Of course, it's corrupted. Order requisition corrupted. Well, I'm disturbed. I thought maybe reading these terminals would give me more answers, but now I just have a lot more questions, and I gotta say I'm pretty deeply disturbed. I'm not even done going through these terminals. I still have another. Well, I think you guys have heard me yak enough for today, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Next time I'll check out the other terminal, and maybe, depending on how big this terminal is, I'll continue going through the Citadel. Thank you guys so much for listening to me yell at my monitor today. I don't really think I did much playing. I did some finding out, though, and, you know, like I said, I think I feel a little bit more confused than I started. Than when I started, I mean. Alright, guys, well, thanks again for watching, and bye for now.